Hello, my name is Aquila bey-phd, and I'm the Chairman, President, and CEO of Federation for Law and Government and its subsidiaries. One of the subsidiaries is d.m.h.p.t.w Public Transportation Watch. It was started because citizens were complaining that not only was CTA not doing anything to correct the crime to make sure that people can get to and from their workplace, but also the actual employees are getting paid and they're not doing anything they're supposed to do in the open. They also have communicated that CTA customer service assistants, when finding out that you are going to tell on them or you are going to report them, they will intimidate, harass, and threaten you. So d.m.h. Public Transportation Watch was created because I am not one to be reckoned with when it comes to citizens' rights. You pay $2.50, it goes to pay an employee. If the employee is not doing their job, they need to be fired immediately. There are many issues on CTA that need to be corrected. It is over 110 days since the mayor has been in office, Lori Lightfoot. A personal video between her and I discussing this matter has been taking place. A lot of community organizations have given her an F or D. So I'm asking that she would please understand that as a person who works in politics, a person that works in community and social services, and who listens to both one side and the other side, I'm saying that law and order must take course. I'm going to show this video, and then we're going to talk to some of my audience members about what you see in this video. And there are plenty of videos. All you have to do is Google me at AQUILA-PEBEY-PhD, and you'll see videos like this on YouTube. And you'll also see other descriptions of the agencies at which I am with. You can always text 872-529-2009. You can call, leave a message. I'll be glad to communicate with you and get things done, because definitely we are in a stage where we're getting our youth to not want to pay fares. We are getting to where our youth want to jump the turnstile, fight on the train, smoke blunts on the train, drink alcohol and get drunk on the train. They want to do all manner of evil. And the first thing they say is, the mayor is not doing anything but allowing people to come to work and get paid and do wrong. So why should I do right? And these people have a pure, good, righteous statement. It seems that if you're the mayor and you can hire anybody you want to take charge of a division like CTA, or you can get out your own car and walk down and see what you're about to see right now, then I'm sure these youth are telling you something you should be listening to, because crime is rampant on our trains and getting worse. So let's try and stop this crime by doing better. Here's the video.
I know, but isn't it rush hour? Is it rush hour? Is it rush hour? Because you should be out here ready to assist me. Okay. What is your title? Wait. CSA, which stands for Customer Service Assistant. So get it right. Call them and don't log it. Call them and log it. Let them know you're on your cell phone. 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 Please call right now and let me hear you say it. Come on. Call. Hey. Call. Hey. Call.
All right, so I just showed you a video where a confrontation occurred based on the fact that this female, which you can see in the video, all you have to do is look it up. It's on my YouTube page, and see how she tells me that she does not have to do her job, that she gets paid to do. She admits that she's a CSA right on the video. She says, I'm a CSA, which means customer service assistant. She's mad because she's on her cell phone and she knows I can report her. Then she tries to trick or manipulate or deceive us by thinking, I'm going to get on the phone and call my supervisor because you're bothering me. But as you notice, I challenged her and simply asked her, tell me you're on your cell phone. I'll sit and wait for your supervisor. You know what? I'll wait for the police, whatever it is. I'm not going to play games because this is my job to make sure that senior citizens, the disabled, those who are trying to get medical appointments, dental appointments, and everything else, get to where they need to go. And when I read the standard operating procedures, which is the SOP, it says that you're supposed to be a customer service assistant. Now I have an audience of people here, and I'm going to ask audience person number one, do you ride CTA?
Yes.
And do you see people such as this CSA come to work and look and talk on her cell phone?
Yes.
And do you think it's right for a customer service assistant when she's supposed to be standing outside during rush hour? Should she be following the rules and regulations?
She should be. That's what she's getting paid for.
Right. And do you think she should be working for the city of Chicago when she's showing everybody getting paid some money and not doing what she's supposed to do?
No.
Customer two. Customer two. You live in the city of Chicago, don't you?
Yes,
And you ride CTA, don't you?
yes,
And my understanding is you've been riding for what, 12, 15 years?
yes.
And so have you seen things like this where customer service assistants are sitting on their cell phones not helping customers?
Yes, and I have interacted with a CSA, and she refused to help me.
She refused to help you.
Yes,
So the public, I understand that you don't mind paying your $2.50
yes,
to get this ride. And some of you say, I don't care as long as I get to A and B. But if you don't help stop the disobedience, then our kids are going to grow up and say, why should I be obedient? It's something else when I can see a man who claims that we were presidents and pharaohs and kings in the black community. But they're so terrible today from looking at what's going on in CTA when they pass through, that they're smoking blunts, getting high, and when they're broke, they're begging CTA personnel, can they ride? Isn't that kind of embarrassing? That the black community is saying we want resources and we want help and we want stores in our neighborhood, we want jobs, but yet our own kids would rather get high on blunts and be broke and beg to ride the CTA train to get a job. And the first thing we do is say, well, why don't you do better? And they say, well, the mayor and the managers of CTA won't even get their own people who they paying to do right. So why in the hell should I do right? So I think that is a proven good point. And you've heard from both of my audience members that spoke today, dealing with them riding with CTA, and they would like a better job. If you have anything you believe is going wrong and you don't want to be harassed, intimidated, threatened, or go through this bull crap that I went through, by all means, contact me.